So there's not long left this season, and miraculously, after the poor start we had, there's still a chance of us getting into the playoffs. We have to play our best to get there, but there's still a small, slim chance to get there. Hello and welcome back to The Real Deal. Today we have got two games for you. We're against top of the table Real Zaragoza, and then we're against pretty far down Albacete in the league once again. Now I do apologise for the lack of videos over the bank holiday weekend. I was just a bit busier than I thought it was going to be, so I didn't get a chance to really do many videos and record things and like that. So I do apologise, but hope you had a nice bank holiday weekend. Hope you're very relaxed, ready for the new work week. So it's been a couple of days actually since I last played. I think I last played this on Friday and it's now Tuesday. So I need to sort of remember what sort of happened and things like that. We've only got 6 games left this season now, so it's getting pretty close to the business end of the season now. But this is what happened since you were last here. I'm genuinely trying to remember what happened last time. I think it was Leonessa and Alcorcon. Yeah, because Aaron got 5 goals. That was last episode, I think. So after that, it's not been great, if we're being honest with ourselves. Numantia, a 2-1 win there, which is pretty good. Tochi and Aaron scoring the goals there. Obviously, we had to win that game. We then came against Sporting Gijón, obviously in the local rivalry, the big derby that is, and they managed to come out on top 2-1 there. I think they were probably the better, if I remember rightly, they were the better side overall, which is a little bit annoying. I would have thought we want to try and get revenge, especially at home, but they were the better side, deserved the win. We then played Osasuna, and it was a game that could have gone either way, really. There weren't many chances in it. The chances that both teams had were pretty poor, so it was always going to be like a 1-goal win for which of the side got it. And unfortunately, Osasuna were the side that got it. Zongo getting the goal in the 49th minute there. And then we played Barcelona B, and we were lucky, really, to grab a draw on that. Barcelona B were much better. We beat them 4-1 earlier on in the season, but today we just couldn't really do much against them, and it was a little bit annoying, I've got to say. So Michael Felix getting a goal in the 85th minute to rescue a point. But the form has been a little bit poor in recent weeks. We've gone out of this big stage of winning things. We're sort of going back to that early season where we were just very, very poor. Then we had a great patch, and now we're suddenly a little bit poor again. So it's probably not going to get much better against top of the table Real Zaragoza, but hopefully against Albacete today we will be getting the win. So this is the lineup for today's game. Juan Carlos finds himself in goal with a back four of Varela, Valentini as Fernandez has just come back from injury, and Carlos Hernandez also there as well. Johannesson starts at right back as per usual. He's been pretty decent in recent games. Fullin starts as that CDM with Garoletta and Rocha starting today. He's been playing better than Fulch recently. Fulch's been a bit out of form in the past few games, so decided to play Rocha for a little bit. Aaron and Pucco out on the wings, and Lozano is back up front for us today. Hopefully he's going to bag a couple goals. The issue with Lozano is actually, I think he scored loads of goals, and I said, you're really catapulting our promotion targets right now, and he just froze and was like, promotion, that's a little bit out of the question, isn't it? And then he's not scored since then, really. So I feel like I'm the cause for his lack of goals in recent episodes. Right, here we go. Kickoff is upon us. We are at home today, so we're in the blue kit. Zaragoza in the white. And as you can see at the table, I forgot to show you a table. I usually do this, don't I? I usually forget to show you it. All those results mean that we are sitting in 7th right now. We're 5 points off, although we're drawing this game right now, but it's the only game being played. So as things stand, we'll be 4 points off it, as you can see. The results against Gijón and Osasuna really did hurt us because they're rivals for us in the playoffs. So wins against those two sides may put us in the playoffs rather. I think we've also got Cadiz to play as well in a few games' time, so we've got some decent sides to play up against. We've just got to hope that some of these sides slip up and we win every game possible now, basically. Now, of course, promotion wasn't particularly a target for us this year, but now that we're near the playoffs, I kind of do want to make a push for it and just see if we can get there, see what we can do. We're not good enough to go up this year as automatic. You know, we've seen that. We've lost way too many games for that to happen. We'll talk about that maybe next episode more often, actually, because we've got more to talk about then. But I don't think we are ready to go up. I think if we go up, we have to seriously strengthen the squad if we don't want to get relegated. And there we go, a pretty poor first half there, no highlights whatsoever. We've been slightly on top, though, by the looks of things against Zaragoza, which is, I mean, I've got to say, is a good thing. They're top of the table for a reason, so if we're getting more shots and possession and things like that, that's pretty nice. Possession actually looking okay today, 54%. Someone in the comments did say, don't go quite so high tempo, and I think we'll change that next season. We'll make a few more tactical changes for next season. I just want to leave things as they are now for this season right now. They've been working well for us in recent weeks, so I feel like we need to just trust it till the rest of the season, and then next season we can make a few more tactical changes. But yeah, someone said take down the tempo a little bit, and then you might retain a bit more possession, get a bit more pass completion. Valentini has just been sent off as well. I'm not entirely sure what for, but Forlin has got to go back in centre back now. And a draw against Zaragoza now with 10 men is an ideal situation. Had a haircut as well in the bank holiday weekend. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I've not showered or anything today, so it's a bit messy. I should probably shower a little bit and then tidy it up a little bit more, just for you guys, of course. I know that all of you judge me on my hair all the time, obviously, because that's obviously the main thing you come to these episodes. I mean, this really has been a pretty drab match, although we're coming forward now. One of the only highlights of the game, Galarreta into Aaron, who hits the post, and it is cleared away by the Zaragoza defence. That is literally the first highlight of the entire game. The first one was that red card. There was one there, apparently, briefly, but I can't remember what that was, so it can't be important. But yeah, only for the cards have been little highlights, and that was the first real one. As you can see, a very, very, very poor match. We've got another chance to come forward now, though. Lozano on the ball, back to Galarreta, out to Johannesson, who's got space, puts a ball in, but it was a pretty poor one in the end. And now Zaragoza can come towards the other end now. They put a decent ball up. Johannesson wins it. Rocha heads it back onto Lozano. And now Lozano's got a chance to try and build a bit of possession in our hands. Pucko coming down this right-hand side. Can he get past his man? Sort of does. Plays it back to Galarreta into Rocha. Rocha can get a ball through to Lozano. Lozano puts it wide of the post. There's been no chances all game, and suddenly we've had two very, very close together at the end of the game. But I don't think anyone is going to take the win in this game. What I've got to say, given the circumstances, playing top of the table, we're on 10 men. A 0-0 draw is a very good result, and actually we might snatch a win here as Rocha puts it in. It's cleared away actually by Pombo out towards Zaragoza. Now Vicinius is coming forward. Don't you dare score this. He misses it, fortunately. I was about to say, maybe we were going to score a goal there. Maybe they were going to score one. There's still a chance now with a minute to go. Juan Carlos clears the ball up the pitch. It goes all the way through. Oh, it's a free kick. So obviously it's just a closing highlight of the game. Well, as I was saying then, a 0-0 draw against Zaragoza with 10 men. Zaragoza top of the table. I think that's a pretty respectable result, that. So we can't take too much away from the boys there. We should be pretty pleased with that result, I think. No, yeah, I am pleased with that result, actually. It does mean it puts a little bit more pressure on other results now, because the 3 points, obviously, for playoffs would have been vital there. But we can't really complain too much. So the rest of the results have come through from the weekend. Although Osasuna lost, it still puts us behind them by 4 points. And Tenerife have actually overtaken us by a point as well. So it's still looking a little bit bleak. It's not in our hands, obviously, if we get playoffs or not. But we're inching ever so closer now. The 4 point gap now. I think when we're confirmed not to get playoffs, that's when we're going to just play literally a youth squad, I think. We'll get the best youth players around. We'll put them in. We'll sort of mix it up a little bit. We'll put them into the squad, I think, because once there's something to play for, we may as well just use them and give them a bit of game experience and things like that. Like, I'm pretty excited to see what these youngsters that we saw in last episode on Goiber and Diaz. I'm pretty excited to see how they'll develop. And if you remember in the Lincoln Loca, we had Adrian Lukasic as well. Obviously, he developed very well at the club, but also at the same time, someone called Dale Stainsby came through as well. And we always sent Stainsby on loan, and we kept Lukasic at the club. And Lukasic turned into a Premier League player, and Stainsby didn't, despite them having the same potential when they came through the youth ranks. So I think I prefer to keep my young players at the club and play them myself, rather than trust them going on loan somewhere. Varela has injured himself in training. Out for up to 2 months, 5 to 6 weeks for physio, so I reckon he'll probably miss the rest of the season now, which means Katungo will have to come in at left back. We've got quite a lot of issues at the moment. Pucko picked up an injury midweek. That's fine, because we're switching back to this diamond for this game. So we're going to bring on... We can't bring Tocci on because he picked up another injury, by the way. Out for another 2 months. It was like 3 or 4 months at the start. So, I mean, he's going to go at the end of the season, I'm afraid. Salbaron is going to come on instead, I think, of Pucko there, because he's a bit fit. Felix is looking a bit tired. And then we've got issues elsewhere down here, look. So, Mariga's going to come on for Forlin. We're going to have to bring on Fernandez for Valentini and Katungo for Varela, all suspended or injured, which means that Verdes, Yosin, and we're going to have to bring on Dylan, because he's anyone fit enough to come on. So those three are coming on the bench. They're the changes to the starting 11. And there we go. Let's get on with the game. Right, here we go. Kick-off against Albacete. They're kicking off. They're in the white. We're in the blue once again. Basically the same as last game. So an early chance for us now as Lozano puts the ball out towards Katungo. Puts it back into Lozano. And Lozano scores his first goal for quite a while, actually, to open the scoring here in the first half of the game. 3 minutes into it. Pretty good going. That goal puts us up to 7th as it stands right now. Osasuna 2 points ahead of us. Are they playing right now? They're playing right now against Royce. So that does make a difference. Gijon are winning anyway, so that doesn't matter. Huesca and Cadiz have already played. So it's just Osasuna that we're looking at right now. If they start to lose to Royce, that'd be pretty good. Albacete, though, trying to come forward themselves now. Danny Rodriguez out the ball, out to Bitterlo. He's got so much room, but Rocha makes a decent interception then. Salbaron gets the ball. He puts a fantastic ball up to Lozano, who cuts inside and nearly gets past the goalkeeper. Keeper made a decent save there to deny Lorenzo for his second of the game. Lozano, not Lorenzo. I don't know where Lorenzo just came from there. Albacete, though, with a cross into the area. Hector gets on the end of that cross from Danny Rodriguez, and he's levelled the scores at 17 minutes into the game, which is not good for us. Another chance now. A routine corner there, I think, from Albacete out to their man on the edge of the area who was unmarked. Hector is there once again. Who's number 20? Katungo not winning his header there once again, letting Hector get a shot away or a header away. First time he scored, came very, very close there as well. He looks like a decent player, actually. Should we scout him out? Oh, he's already scouted out. He's on loan from Atletico Madrid. He's all right. Maybe not quite what we need next season, I don't know, especially when we've got players like Pucko on the right-hand side and things like that. Well, again, a pretty quiet first half apart from the goals. No one really creating many chances, I've got to say. But we go in the break 1-1, which isn't too bad, but I do want us to be starting this second half with a bit more purpose. Albacete down there in 17th, they're fighting just to avoid relegation right now, so we should be beating them really if you think about it. Right, goal kick for Albacete in the first highlight of the second half. We don't seem to have won it as Hector collects the ball with danger man that we've already identified out there. Bella now on the ball through to their striker and Reese on the ball out towards Danny Rodriguez, but Johannesson gets there just in the nick of time. He clears it up towards Salbaron, who doesn't win it. It's back towards Bella now as Albacete try and bring the ball forward once again. Johannesson gets in the way but gives it straight back to Aris once again. Out to their right back, who's coming forward now into Hector, back to Bella. They're passing it around really nicely. There's so much space on that right hand side. Christian Fernandez clears it, and what a wonder goal that is from Bella. That was a superb goal, I've got to say. When those kind of goals go in, you can't really complain, can you? Highlight straight from kickoff, though, which could suggest we're going to get straight back into this game now as Garaletta comes forward out towards Katungo now on that left-hand side. He puts a bit of a dodgy ball around to Johannesson, but it does get to him. He puts it back into Garaletta, into Aaron, into Salbaron, who gets fouled in the area. It's a penalty. Who's taking the penalty? I want Lozano on it, on the ground. He's got best finishing out there and things like that. So Lozano's going to take it. Hopefully he gets us right back into this game straight away. He steps up now to take this penalty against the Albacete goalkeeper. Lozano, to make it 2-2, does make it 2-2 now, and we've got to get our acts back together again to start getting ourselves back in front in this game. Right, some tactical changes then. Gomez is going to come on for Aaron because he's pretty tired, and then Salbaron's not played too well, so Felix is going to come on for him. So changes up top for us. Hopefully it'll make a difference. Let's say get creative out there, boys. Let's try and be a bit more creative with our chances. Just try and do something out of the ordinary to try and just fool the Albacete players or something like that. I don't know. Just do something different. And here we go. Maybe they're trying to do something different now. That different thing is by getting their player sent off. Fantastic stuff. We've got their player sent off. So let's move up to more attacking and more fluid so we can make use of that extra man in these final 10 minutes. I mean, attacking's not quite working, so we're going to go to overload instead. 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. Come on, boys. We deserve a goal in this. We need to win this game if we want playoffs. A draw against Albacete is not good enough. Osasuna have just gone 1-0 up as well on the 89th minute as well, so that's really pushing it out now. It's going to be a real fight now if we want playoffs. If they win, we draw today. The final whistle is approaching. A free kick comes in, goes back to Rocha, though, who took the free kick, out to Gomez. Gomez now on the ball. His ball not very good. It's cleared away, and I think that is going to be it unless Juan Carlos can really launch a ball forward onto the head of someone to score a goal. Felix now, can he get that last killer ball into the area? He gets past his man, ball in the middle, collected by the goalkeeper though, and I think that is going to be the last kick of the ball. It's not quite the last kick of the ball for now. Every time I say that, the referee just mugs me off. But the ball and the game is now over. Oviedo 2, Albacete 2. It's a bit of a disappointing result, that I've got to say, especially how it took a penalty for us to earn that draw as well. That's a game we should be winning there. The players look fired up by that. But Osasuna getting that last minute winner there really, really does make it difficult now. 6 points with 4 games to go. I don't think it's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. Right, next episode then is going to be Vallecano and Seville B. That's going to be the next episode, basically. Hopefully, we pick up wins against Valladolid and Cadiz in the meantime to end this bad run of form. That's 5 games now without winning. 3 draws. It's not the worst, but we could be a lot better than it is. Right, thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure you do drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll see you next time for some more Real Deal action.